Let's face the facts. For more than a decade, Sacramento Kings fans have had their fair share of disappointments, from missing the playoffs for 14 consecutive seasons and counting, to missing out on future All-Stars in the NBA draft such as Stephen Curry, Kemba Walker, and Devin Booker to name a few, to not having a winning record since 2006. This franchise has been a disappointment mostly due to their front office. However, one thing that we do have to give them credit for is selecting De'Aaron Fox with the 5th pick in the 2017 NBA draft. While Fox may look like the average NBA point guard to some, standing at 6'3", listed at 185 but probably lighter, what separates him from the rest of his peers is his insane speed and athleticism. Fox has called himself the fastest player in the NBA, and honestly, if you watch him play, it's not hard to see why. On numerous occasions, Fox has outrun opposing teams off of made baskets, which is extremely impressive. Fast break situations as well, and even half-court situations. There are very few, if any, NBA players who can keep up with him in the open court, and he was largely responsible for why many called the Sacramento Kings the fastest team in the NBA last season, and the stats prove it as they were top 3 in pace. But what I think is more impressive than just his speed and athleticism is actually his control of it. At times we've seen players like Russell Westbrook and John Wall, who are some of the fastest and most athletic point guards in the NBA, become out of control, leading to awkward shots or turnovers. However, when watching De'Aaron Fox, it's clear that he's mastered the limits of his body and is an extremely smart NBA player. He knows how to use bursts of speed to get his defenders off balance, which he can use to his advantage to get to the basket or create opportunities for his teammates. Fox also has great control when he's in the air, as he's shown the ability to hang and finish tough layups over defenders, the ability to take contact and finish through defenders, and even use Euro steps and hop steps to finish around defenders. And we've all seen him go on the fast break and throw one down. In my opinion, Fox has one of the best Euros in the game, and it's just a beauty to watch. However, this doesn't mean that Fox is the perfect NBA player. One of his biggest issues, which is something that we've been talking about since his time in Kentucky, was his lack of a jump shot. Fox by no means has a broken jump shot. In fact, he has great mechanics and fundamentals. He has a slight tilt when it comes to his jump shot so that his shoulder is square to the rim. He has great lift when it comes to his jump shots as well. And he also has a very high release point, and he has that flick of the wrist to go with it. However, like I said earlier, this has unfortunately not translated to success on jumpers. Looking at his shooting splits on the season, Fox is shooting an efficient 47.5% from the field, in major part due to his elite finishing at the rim, where he shoots 67.3%, 146 out of 217. However, when he steps outside of the paint is when we see a major dip in his efficiency. On jump shots, Fox is shooting 159 out of 406 on the season, 39.2%. And the thing is, jump shots account for 58.7% of his overall field goals on the season. And I'm not trying to say that he should stray away from his jumper altogether. In fact, Fox shoots pretty well from 3 to less than 10 feet, or what I call close shots, 43.3% on 194 attempts. And on long mid-range jumpers, from 16 feet to before the 3-point line, Fox actually shoots 51.5%, albeit a small sample size, 17 of 33 from that range. What he needs to work on are his jumpers from 10 to 16 feet, more like a traditional mid-range jumper, where he only shoots 35 out of 95, 36.8%, and his 3-pointers especially, where he shoots 30.7%, 47 of 153 on the season. I do find it quite troubling that Fox, compared to last season, has dropped his 3-point percentage by nearly 7%, but I do believe he'll find his shooting stroke once again, especially with this extended break. It's worth noting that he did have a high ankle sprain early into the now suspended season, which may have contributed to this drop. Fox also shoots 70.3% from the free throw line this season, which is overall in line with his career numbers. This is something that I and many others would like to see around 75 to 80% as his career progresses. That number is actually below the league average of 75%. Fox is also a very good passer, averaging nearly 7 assists a game, and he's especially dangerous off the pick and roll due to his threat as a finisher and his changes of speed when coming off screens. Fox uses his gravity to drop off passes to cutters and rollers, or he kicks it out to open shooters. He's also a very willing passer in the open court and out of double teams. An interesting thing to look at when watching Fox is his defense. He has all the tools to be a great and possibly all-NBA defender in the future. He has a 6'6" wingspan, great lateral foot speed, and when you combine that with his always running motor and ability to recover when beat, it's led to stretches where he is downright responsible for disrupting opposing team strategies, whether it be locking down other point guards, being a demon in the passing lanes, or coming up with chase down or weak side blocks. Finally, I'll leave you all with this. I want you to compare the stats of these 4 players on the screen. Extremely similar, right? Well, the other 3 players listed are Russell Westbrook, John Wall, and Derrick Rose in their 2nd and 3rd years in the league. The 4th player is De'Aaron Fox in his 2nd and 3rd years in the league. Because of this and the reasons that I listed before, I truly believe that Fox will be a perennial all-star, all-NBA player, an all-defensive team player, and a top 5 point guard in the league one day. I could see him winning a championship in the future, but it would have to be with a team that isn't named the Kings or the Knicks, who are a complete mess right now. But with all that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think De'Aaron Fox's career will look like once it's all said and done. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications as well. I'd appreciate it very much. And with all that being said, have a good day, or night, and social distance wherever you are.